Beta Torri. For Beta Torri, we dey learn, share, and grow together. When we don join our hands dem, our community go dey kampe.
Good afternoon, country people dem. Today na another episode for Beta Torri. And for Beta Torri, we dey learn, we dey share, and we dey grow together. Just like we always do for every episode for Beta Torri, today we wan talk about mental health. Mental health na a topic wey plenty people dem no wan even hear about am. If man just say, "Hey, e dey like say you get mental health," you fit just feel like say you fit attack it. But today we wan demystify mental health. And remember, for Beta Torri, we dey look at issues around pikin dem and children dem and adolescents dem. So we get a mental health expert for here, and im name na Mr. Franklin. Mr. Franklin, how then we fit identify say na thing this way, na probably my pikin need mental health services, or my adolescent or my young child need mental health services?
Thank you plenty. One of the symptoms wey you fit see am for person know say this pikin e dey so e fit this way sick don dey affect it for it, or e hate don dey get trouble the way tomorrow e fit develop sickness. Say one, if you just start tell you say I no dey sleep fine, or if e dey sleep fine, then one day e just start dey oversleep. Dey break for morning time, you must wake it for up na bucket for water. You know say sometime e don dey get sick way e dey affect it for head. Pikin fit just sit down so e dey lost concentration. That means say she wan touch it, e go shake so. You go really suspect say sometimes e don dey get sick way dey affect it for head, or e don dey get some psychological trauma wey if e no be addressed, e fit make am develop mental illness. Sometimes e fit be if she don so, you wan see if e dey pass fine for class, you wan start dey fail na fail, start dey fail na fail. The drop na drop dey go. E fit be na one sign say e dey so e hate, e no dey still carry fine. The loss of at ten tion wey we dey talk say loss of concentration, e fit be reported by the mother or by the teacher for class.
Okay.
Wey the teacher for class go dey tell you say e dey so your pikin when e dey talk for class, e no dey pay at ten tion again. Then someone dey even get this kind thing wey dey call am say faint, like wey dey collapse for school, dey carry you go hospital, then they call am say psychogenic faint or hysterical faint. But you know, people dey ever talk say na malingering, but no be malingering, no be na say the person dey pre ten d.
Okay.
Na actually a psychological distress wey the person no be able to support am.
Okay.
Mental illness, e dey ever bring about physical symptom.
Okay.
Sick dey affect you for head, but the symptom dem go dey comot am for your body.
Talk again ma. More understand.
Plenty people dey wey dey get their sickness for their head.
Yes.
But they are sick, they are seeing the thing the way they go dey hear for their skin, they go be na for their body. Because na their head e dey control all their body. Sometimes e be some person she don so that pikin go she don dey lost appetite for chop. Lost weight. Then you say this pikin no dey still chop again o, but na pikin wey e be dey chop fine, e be dey participate for activities. One thing go be na say e go dey lost energy. Meaning say when una wake up for morning time so, e dey wan go farm, e dey drag his skin na only for drag am. For go school, e go dey drag his skin and drag am. Some pikin dem go be na the one the way dem go start dey take na substances dem. People dey ever talk about smoking, drinking, smoking cigarette, marijuana. But one of the key thing wey we get for understand na say people wey dey smoke, take marijuana, take alcohol, take tramadol. One, the first problem fit be na say because that one na mental health condition. They call it say substance use disorder. And that disorder we dey treat am for mental health service. Meaning say if person don already start take am, e dey worry you. We no be able for live am. If dey struggle for live am, e no dey go. We dey ever treat am. But at the same time, sometimes the people that they ever use am na for cover a sickness. If person begin to get depression, if dey struggle dey cope with depression, e no dey go fine. Anything wey test am so e improve im mood small. Na for there e mood e hand go dey go all time. And before you wan realize na, e go don take plenty of that thing dem, and then when e be like an addict, a substance of dependence, It go down, just clamp down on the structure there for inside your brain. And then from there now, it will just dey drink the thing now by impulse. Even if buy one BT say no drink am, it go start to drink am, smoke am, not smoke am, that's what they smoke am. Now science say either the drug itself na the disease or some disease be there for back wey e no be treated, then now it can result for say make you take that drug. Another way wey you fit see this thing na go be like say pikin fit she don so e start talk say e dey see something the way you no dey see am. Sometimes you go start just start wake up dey run. People dey go run catch him, bring am. That one na a particular kind of mental illness. They call that one psychosis. Na the one where we talk say psychosis, you say we know that one na how. Or if we wake up say you dey hear people dey talk for your ear like say dey for spirit. Wake up, the talk he one, lock his skin for inside house, not the wash, not the take care for himself. That one na real extreme phase for the severe mental illness wey they call it say psychosis. Sometimes you wake up, the just waka here they go outside, you know they no play where it go. Some begin the way they wake up, they change house. Today he go sleep for here, tomorrow he go sleep for the other house. Wait till the waka find am, you know fit tell you. Some the same way they change house and the same way their parents, the way they struggle, the same way they learn, that's why they go dey change school. Some of them they been a mental health challenges where they begin they struggle with them. Some pikin dem fit dey attempt suicide. Na sign for mental illness. No any pikin wey don ever take some things up or kill himself, either for harm himself or she don hear one dey think say e life no get use, better na for die. The pikin get mental health challenge wey e get for be met, and that needs, if that need not be met, it increases the chances for the pikin for they get that thought all the time. And we don't hear say people where they don't ever try to help themselves even one time, they get 20 more chances for try and pass person wey never ever try am. And so this one is a high risk and a point for be observant.
I want to ask you, say, for the problems wey you don't identify am, it means say pikin the way they live with HIV, they get a higher chance for live or for get a mental health issue. I don't know what you think about that opinion.
Logically, if we understand the risk factor for developmental illness, you know, get biological risk factor, you get social risk factor, and you get psychological risk factor. Now, biological risk factor, when you want to go for biological risk factor, I mean, if you are the talk that one, you do like saying some big book. Yeah. But however, it just be like say, I get for call the name before we explain and fine.
Okay.
Biological risk factor talk about things the way God don't put up for inside your skin.
Okay.
Or things the way they enter, they affect the tissue there for inside your skin, where it cause you to develop sick.
Okay.
Now, if person get HIV, the HIV they affect his system directly, and if it affect his brain, cause he for developmental illness. So mental illness, the way we diagnose and they call say HIV-induced psychosis, where the person she don't so, he will start to hear strange voices, behave irrationally, or they feel say maybe people they plan for killing, that kind of strange feelings. They be suspicious of people around you for no reason. Now a sign of a mental illness. Now, if the HIV itself it affect your brain, the HIV for inside the small pikin skin, plenty of the small pikin, they don't even know where the HIV come out. They don't even know where HIV be, but they don't start getting restriction on them, and they get forget adjusted lifestyle.
Yeah.
That means that their challenges they don't already act.
That's right.
Then they be curious. Who side this thing come out from my skin? Unfortunately, they don't even know place to share their feelings.
Yes.
An adult will even know place where HIV come out, know how to manage them, and even. But this small pikin, it is still struggle with them, and so the own level of curiosity will be higher. And unfortunately, most of the parents they know they ever be open for explain them and for discuss them with this pikin for in order for despair their own psychological stress that they go through. The second thing I say, HIV risk factor for this pikin them na lack of money, lack of resources, because some of them being an orphan. Maybe one of them you will hear say either father don't die, mother don't die, or some of them father and mother don't die. Job not there for house, money not there for house. And then if job not there for house, money not there for house, then how this pikin them will end up for cope. So you will start seeing now they say your own risk factor they don't act.
Exactly.
Then some of them they be taken care of by a relative or another caregiver where you don't really know more about parenting. Or you get your own style of parenting where your parent may not be a doctor. Or you don't even be willing to take care of this infant. And then this one it catch this speaking. Some of these speaking that they get their HIV even through abuse, like sexual abuse. Just being sexually exploited by an adult is already a risk factor for the development of mental illness. And then for talk say for you for protect this young person wey get HIV, you get for detox every day. You get for the can hospital, they can't take medicine. Why the friend and the one struggle for the job, for the do their studies, they will take day off class for go study. HIV they also affect the brain. Maybe on performance for school will start the drop. Then that one also will be a source of stress for him. They will be exposed for other diseases. Whether they affect the brain, for example, cryptococcal meningitis, now one of the symptoms they affect people, children with HIV, and it affect the brain directly. So we will talk say, if we want to talk about the specific risk factor, the way directly for children for HIV, we only talk to you tomorrow, and the list will be exhausted.
So, wetin then you think say parents their role in it for be for support pikin them or adolescents and wey dedicate mental health or wey dem fit be exposed to mental health?
So parents they get a role. First, the way WHO don't design the intervention for mental health intervention. It be for the way even an individual get role for himself. Even the adolescent get role. And above all, the parent, which is the immediate family, they get also a very significant role.
So even though we talk say parents, now any man wey dey look at that pikin.
Exactly.
Okay.
So any person where they stay with the person, they find it chop for jobs, change his clothes, help people know how to learn about this life. Now the person we will call as a parent. So the immediate caregiver. Now we want to talk say they get a very significant role. The family unit it be now the first community where any person in the group for inside. And the community get a very significant factor for determining a mental state of anybody. Parents then get role for protect pikin right from time when pikin see them for inside belly. So mental health promotion start when the baby is still in the fetus. Their role at that stage should be in a safety. Need them to chop fine. They go ANC early. They make sure say they maintain a good environment for the child to develop in utero. Meaning say if you dey drink mimbo na the thing where your pikin go dey drink. When pa dey smoke, they sleep for the same bed with mommy. When mommy dey with belle, mommy too dey smoke.
Na serious thing that.
Yes, mommy too dey smoke. But some of these factors they end up to affect pikin growth and development. Then we also get for understand say time when pikin dey with belle, when mommy wan born, he get for born for hospital because time when they make pikin hate so. When midwife not being the one way be skilled, the way we the one.
People wey dey catch pikin.
Yes, people wey dey catch pikin, you dey go for born for house. Time for go for born for hospital, they go born for hospital. Person wey dey catch pikin, if you not take time, go take care for the pikin, he fine. At the end of the day, pikin dey have to be exposed for developmental illness when the pikin grow up. Chop where pikin dey chop, even still where pikin still dey for belle, if pa and mommy dey fight all time, dey quarrel. They get uneasy environment for home.
Yeah.
It will also predispose the pikin for develop mental illness.
The pikin wey dey inside.
Where they inside belle, say when you should also person wey dey 6 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant. When you glass so you hear how your pikin dey jump for your belly. The same way if a mother be depressed, it be sad, it be worried, it be traumatized when they in pregnancy, pikin to the psychological state, will be the best.
Okay.
When the pikin don't be born. The pikin they grow up, the environment where the pikin they grow for the eat the chop because nutrition now being a factor of enhancing mental health. If pikin know the chop fine, they sleep fine. Or if the chop where they give balanced diet, then the pikin will grow fine and the mental state will be the best. When pikin they grow up for house, the way we parent they live, now the first teachers in that.
Okay.
So if pa the smoke cigar, you tell the pikin automatically.
It beat mommy self.
It beat mommy, it traumatize pikin because pikin will not already give for you say pikin they ever worry.
Yeah.
So if pikin see and say even your brother they beat your brother, he go to vex. So how much more if papa they beat mommy, it will be the worst. If papa they smoke cigar or any one of the family member they smoke cigar, pikin they ever see that one like a model.
Yeah.
They want for emulate other people then. They will say I go want for be like daddy tomorrow. The way they correct pikin for house, the way they correct pikin for house, if it be either maybe if pikin do something bad, the way you correct it, if it help you for either strong or for broke down.
That's
right. If you beat it, you deny say me not open up for talk, you want anything where pikin want talk, you close and up. Then consequently, they enhance the person the mental health.
Okay.
So also for guide the pikin directly for how to work out. If he fail for class, they get for correct it in a supportive way.
Okay.
If he pass average way, not being at the best as we probably ever want am.
Mm-hmm.
Me they not force me go do thing way they like for say me do am, not being at the own one way, he want for do am. And
all that. The dialogue.
They get for give a dialogue and give the pikin the opportunity for explore his potential within his reach. Not being necessarily because they want for give the person say, okay, we like say me who will get pikin will be doctor. So they will not begin to traumatize the pikin every day, and that one will enhance the pikin mental health. As the pikin they grow up, they supposed to support people, choose career, counseling, support. They supposed for do everything because mental health promotion is a lifelong process. And
so it change over time.
Over time, as the stage they change, the activity, the way for do for enhance person in mental health, it change because the person he hormones and change, he growth and development it change, and also his own likes and dislikes it also change.
Okay.
So all these get for be taken into consideration, and I want to talk say plenty things they will parent they do one. Each time it be also case specific.
Okay.
They are case specific situation.
Based on the pikin where you get them.
Yes.
If you get 5 pikin them, but they different.
Exactly.
Yes.
We must sometimes the big parent they take big small pikin they control compare with the big brother. See a small brother they pass number 1, you the always the fail and fail. That one it ever traumatized pikin them plenty.
So I want to ask you now. We don't talk about the mental health, how to identify them, how parents they feel do for support their pikin them. How in terms of support now, if parents they don't feel say okay my pikin now don't reach, I think say if he get mental health issues or if he be exposed to mental health issues, what will be the next step then? Summarily, what will be the next step if you think say that parents will take them for do?
They gave us first of all start you just assume say your pikin they at risk. Young people they be at risk. That assumption, they just say when you know say you be for danger, that time you not be for danger.
Okay.
But when you don't know say you dey for danger, now that time you really be for inside danger. That assumption it be a good one because you go already help people put checks and in place. Secondly, if pikin they struggle with small things, just like I don't explain now, for the support them, it will be a fine thing. Support them, guide them, teach them, be able for listen to them, give them a listening ear. There should be a comprehensive family dialogue opportunity. Me the way we discussion the before the way we parent them. The parent they get opportunity for listening to their children one-on-one.
Okay.
For identify the cardinal symptoms and ask the pikin them detail without being judgmental. If they help or give them wonderful support because the pikin them will open up and it will reduce their stress. But if it be at the level where don't pass parent and pass and me they seek help.
Okay.
Me they be practical for guide pikin them.
And
You get what there is if you dreaming but you go sit for your mouth. The way you don't reach for your belly, you feel fine. But one day it will affect your brain. That kind of teaching them and one of the ways in that for support picking them. And then also for give them enough support and look for place with technician and lay for take the picking them go.
Exactly. So I want who just talk say even for hospital too, they will bring them for hospital so that means they get the right support.
Exactly.
Because it's better than for bring them for hospital than for keep them for inside house say no, you dey shame people they don't know say my pikin get this kind of condition and all of that, and then it could be a serious condition tomorrow. Why is the person don't kill another person or say pikin don't the craze don't serious again for the pikin head and all of that. In 2 sentences, what you be summarize for mental health and pikin them?
Pikin them be at risk for developmental health conditions.
Okay.
Parents then get role for play to prevent this pikin them from developing mental illnesses. And the earlier they start the treatment or the support and treatment for this pikin them, the better they ever establish for life. And they just say productivity for every society. It depends on the mental state of these people of the population.
For Beta Torri, we'll get an opportunity for give guests them gifts just for appreciate the work we do for community, because speaking them and adolescents and my young people they be a special place for our hearts. We'll get a special gift we want give you so that when you don't go back for your office, you go share this gift with your colleague them. This gift it come up for Beta Torri or one time you take them when you don't go for your office, put them for your office, tell your colleague and say na Beta Torri don't give you this gift, or tell them for appreciate them for the wonderful work way that they do.
Beta Torri. For Beta Torri, we dey learn, share, and grow together. When we don join our hands dem, our community go dey kampe.